Hey guys, welcome back. This is the last, but definitely not the least, of my video tutorials and introduction to this whole Chasing the Village site. This is going to be the mapping piece. And the mapping piece is very important. Once we get outside of the instant alerts and instant emails and text messages that tell everyone that our loved one has left, then we get into the mapping piece, which tells everyone where our loved one should be. He should actually be located within this map, within a specific perimeter that will show on the map. And if done right, if everyone fans out the correct way within this perimeter or on the outside of this perimeter, we should be able to locate our loved one in a timely manner and hopefully bring them home safe. So let's move on to the map real quick so we can talk about it. I don't want to say real quick. Let's say we'll move on to it because it may take us a while to get through it, but bear with me and we'll make it. Okay, so I'm going to go down to contact area where the map is located. And so here's the map. Now, you can do everything on this map in here if you want. Like I see, I right-clicked it and I can do that, but I'm going to remove that marker. I'm going to enlarge the map so you can see it a lot better, and that way we can walk through the map together. So basically, here's the map. So I can scroll in to get to the map to bring it down to an area where you can see it a lot clearer. I can also scroll up and change my map view to a satellite view. So let's let that do that for a second, just so you can see the wonderful view that we can get. And I can go in even further and I can show you all the houses and everything else involved. This would be our loved one's address. Of course, these are just random addresses right now because I don't have a loved one that's missing, but this would be the last seen location for our loved one. This intersection would be a danger zone for our loved one. So we could also say, let's zoom out a little bit, and we can also say, all right, let's go down this street here, and let's go and see that there's a highway here. So I'll right click here because my gosh, this is a dangerous area. And then I'll say my title will be, super dangerous location. And then I'll type in here, I believe that this location is dangerous because he likes to cross bridges. And there are too many cars near, yeah, there we go, bridges. So that scares me. All right, excuse my grammar and punctuation, but I'm just filling it in right now. So once I decide this is the location I want, and I title it a super dangerous location, and then I give you a description of why it's a super dangerous location for me and any other thing that I want to say. And of course, I labeled it a dangerous location because, again, during a crisis, I might say this is an update. It's the last place somebody told me they saw him. Of course, I would say last seen if he was last seen from somewhere else. But let's go right now with the dangerous area. So then I would hit save marker. I've saved the marker. Now it becomes a red flag. The green marker only comes in because you're editing it. But now it's a red flag, and as you can see, your information is there if someone clicks on it. So if I click on it, you see the information. If I take it off, come back, and if someone else came in the map and looked at it, they clicked on it, they would see it. Super dangerous location. I believe that this location is dangerous. I spelled that kind of crazy because he likes to cross bridges, and there are too many what is that? Too many cars near bridges, so that scares me. Of course, so you can see how that works. So then if I zoom out, of course, you can see where that bridge is from his last seen location. Of course, I can take this area right here. Let me go back in, and I can right click and make it also his home. And you'll see, I just want to give you a general idea. Home or whatever you want to title it, and then I can say this is where, sorry for the grammar again, he lives. Now I'm just typing fast, guys, so just work with me. So this is his home, right? And then I'll save this marker. So now it lets you know that this is his home as well. So he was last seen at his home, but if he was last seen somewhere over here, then you would of course get rid of this marker and put the marker over here somewhere where he was last seen. And then of course, I'll go to the update in a minute once we actually set an alert, because I'm going to set an alert for you guys so you can see how this works. Okay, so that's pretty much how it works. And then if you want to get rid of the home marker, you just let me get out of that first so you can see it firsthand. You click on it and then you just hit remove marker, and okay, it's done, and your markers are gone. And you can do that with any of these markers, and your markers will be gone. The same thing with the idea if you're on a computer. In my other tutorial, I showed you that on the edit alert page in the contact area, you would go down to where you can manually add or move the markers. So now that you've seen that, let's go back. Let's set an alert and let me show you how this thing works. I'm going to go back. Okay, so now we're still in view alert, or sorry, we're in edit alert. We want to go to view alert, because this is where you set your alert for the maps to work and everyone else to receive your information. So you click on alert, you go down here. Earlier we changed my alert to my emergency alert code, so I'm gonna remember that emergency alert code was 876543321, and then I'm gonna set the time and date that he left. Today is February 28th, and I'm gonna go and get my dates. February 28th. The time now is 1:10 a.m. So we're gonna go one. We're gonna go. I'm gonna say it took me about a minute to know that he was gone, and I'm gonna set my alert for a minute ago, and I'm just gonna sound the alarm. Your alert has been set and is currently being sent out to your network. Good luck. So now all of your family and friends have received this alert, and anyone in your network has received this alert. This automatically goes back. And so now they know what to do. So when they get this alert, they get to come in with their alert code and view all this information. And all of this information that's here, snapshot information, alert info, which is where you cancel. This would be them logged in. They won't really see this because you're logged in right now. It's who you are. Now, going back here, as you can see, now your status is in alert and missing. And he went missing at 1:09 a.m. on February 28th, which is what we just put in. It also shows up here when they're on this screen. Now, going back to the map, let's take a look at this now. We've got more information up here now. Missing time, February 28, 2016. 1:09 a.m. current time, 1:11:19 a.m. same date. Estimated elapsed time, is 2 minutes and 19 seconds. It lets you know how long he's been gone based on our time zone, America, Chicago. Okay, and you can refresh the map here. You can, every time you can refresh it when need be. But let me show you this map first before we refresh it. So let's enlarge it again. You can look at it on there, but I want you to be able to see it very well. So as you can see, this circle is being drawn because this is when he left. In the time that he's been gone, this is how long this is where he could be right now. If everybody's looking out, this is as far as he could have gotten. Now he could have stopped in here somewhere, but that's fine because that means he's still inside of our perimeter. So if we're coming in through inside of our perimeter from the outside, which is what we want our people to do that are looking at this map, and we want the police to do and first responders to do, to start out here and come in from all directions. Unless you know the exact direction he went, then you can just start in from that direction. But the inner circle is if your loved one is walking, and it's calibrated and calculated based on algorithm we have that shows how far they should have gotten. But if he's walking, he should be within this perimeter, the darker red. If he's running or she's running, she should be within this perimeter, which actually includes this perimeter because they may have stopped, they may have looked at some dogs, they may have talked to someone. But the furthest they would have gotten if they were running would be this far. And the furthest they would have gotten if they were walking would be this far. So when you get updates, you would hopefully learn if they're running or walking and act accordingly. Now, this updates in time, so you want to refresh the map because you'll see that it's a little bit bigger. Now, you have to zoom back in, but you'll see that he's gotten a lot further because, you know, I zoomed it in pretty good. But now 4 minutes has elapsed. So he's a little bit further now. So, of course, we all know that time is of essence. Because now if he's running, he's possibly made it to that danger zone there. He's past this one. if he hadn't stopped there, but he's possibly made it to this danger zone. Hopefully, when we first sent this out, there were people that went to this danger zone area, and we now know that he's not there. But that's pretty much how this works. And so if someone calls you and they tell you, hey, I just saw him here at this corner. So then you would right click this corner that they saw him in, and you would end up entering, or let's say they saw him here. You right click this corner, and we know maybe he made it there, maybe he didn't, and then you would say, hey, this is an update. Let me type that right for this one. This is an update. And then you would say, he was last seen by Barbara at this location going east. And then you would have it as an update, and you would save that marker. And your orange tab is your updates tab. And so now we know that this is the last place that someone said they saw him. We'll refresh our map, and we will see that he has probably gone past our last scene, but we now know that he's going east from there. So anybody looking over here can now move over here because we know he's going east. And so if he's going east, we want to focus our area over here where he's walking. You could always change this. I won't do it right now, but you can change your last scene to this location as well. So then your map will pull from here. But if your map is already running, it's probably good to leave it where it is. My recommendation would be to leave it where it is and just follow your updates. So the only thing left to do now, we'll go back. The only thing left to do now is when your loved one is found, is go back in and cancel your alert. And we'll do the same thing. We'll enter our username, and we'll enter 876543221 because that's our new emergency alert code, and we'll cancel the alert. And as you see, your alert has been canceled. We're currently updating your network. Everyone in your network will be instantly alerted and updated, and they will know to stop looking because he's been found. And now, as you can see, it changed back to normal status. Go back to the map, and as you can see in the map, there's no more red circle. Now we'll enlarge it. You can do everything from there, but I'm going to enlarge it so you can see that again, that there's no red circle. And so then you just come in here and get rid of your updates whenever you're ready. You might want to take a look at it first to make sure that you might want to map this out, write it down, and know where he went for next time, or print this map, or whatever you want to do before you get rid of this stuff. Then you can remove your update because that's no longer there. Usually your home's going to stay the same, and you can remove your last scene because I guess I removed the home, but you can also remove your last scene, and he's now gone. Of course, your red flags probably will stay the same. So that's it on the mapping, and I think we're finished with the entire video series. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope that these helped a lot. All right, thank you.